Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I'm glad to have you again to this class. And today we're talking about AI agents versus automation. Let's see the key difference between of automation and AI agent because it always confused. People always think automation is the same thing as AI agent, but agentic AI is different. So what is the difference and what it is? So let's start by defining what automation is all about. So automation is performing tasks with little to no human input. Like you want to really focus on efficiency, consistency. A very good example of automation now is the fact that maybe you actually sell a product, about selling a product, then at the cart place you have an email, maybe someone that is about to buy now abandon the payment, then buy again. Then you have an email that just goes to the person's inbox and say, oh, you left off buying, what's the issue and all that. That can be an automated process. So you don't have to start waiting. And like for example, even generation of receipts. Like once you buy a receipt is generated, that's also an automated process. So there are different kind of automated process like email responders to maybe as a person send a mail, instantly you have a responder straight away. Oh, we are busy now, but what is it that you want to do? And this that's an automated process. Like so automation is in different aspect. It's just for efficiency, consistency, and all of that. So automation works best in a very consistent environment with predefined rules. If A happens, do B. If B happens, do C. If C happens, do D. That's how it works. So when the rules or when the environment changes, something else has happened. So like very good example is or email autorespond, as we said that RPA bots, data backups, factory bots. So that's one difference why you can call an agent an automated process. Like for example, robots, not all robots are actually agents. So robots are just automated. Factory robot just carry it here, drop it here, carry it here. So they are processed with that only. Now, characteristics of traditional automation. So the traditional automation is more like if A, then B. That's logic. If this happen, do this. If this one happen, do this. If this one happen, do this. If it doesn't happen, do this. So based on logic. Now, then they repeat that task every time again, and the environment is very predictable without little variation. There's no learning, no intelligence attached to it. So, in unexpected situations, it's most likely will fail. But AI agent is different because this is intelligent, goal-driven system. It can perceive, it can plan and reason, act autonomously, use tools, learn and adapt. So the fact it can think, decide, and execute means that this is having intelligence and is different from a rule-based system. To the characteristics of AI agents, like we said in the last classes, they use LLMs for reasoning and tools. They are goal-oriented. They actually go to perform a particular task, not just following steps. They can also plan and reason. Like self-driving car is a very good example where you can plan, think, adjust, relearn, you know. Then they use tools like web, APIs, code, etc. And they can actually remain, the memory is also sharp. They can retain context and build on past interactions. So, in terms of a side-by-side table now, traditional automation, intelligence, none. AI agents have a very high reasoning. In terms of adaptability, traditional automation is fixed, manual reprogramming. AI agents learn and adapt autonomously. In terms of task complexity, this is repetitive and predictable, whereas AI agent is complex, multi-step, and dynamic. In terms of input type, it's a structured input type, but AI agent can be structured and unstructured, like text and images and all that. In decision making, there's no independent logic for traditional automation, but for here, you can work with context and be proactive. Autonomy level is low or no even autonomy at all. Then this one high has high autonomy. Terms of learning, yeah, traditional automation doesn't learn, but here it learns continuously. So the reasoning of this one is do what I'm told, while this one is just here's what's best for this goal and then let's act on it. Analogy, how they differ? Well, an example of automation is print this form every night at 10 p.m. That's a very good example of automation. But AI agents can review new hires, generate onboarding document, notify HR, schedule orientation, follow up on missing info. You can see it's a chain of things you can do. Can review the new hires, generate onboarding document for them, notify the HR about it, schedule orientation, follow up on missing info. So then that's how it works. So AI agents can use traditional automation tools as part of their workflow. They can onboard a new hire, use RPA robots to fill form, use LLM to draft new email, uses calendar API to schedule orientation. So you have to look at choosing the right tools now. If you are confused on what to choose, whether automation or maybe agent, it depends on your scenario of what you're doing. So if you're having a daily file backup, automation is what is recommended. Customer your response, you can choose agent. Factory line welding, automation is fine. As long as a repetitive task, automation is fine. For research and summarization, yeah, agent is fine. Filling online forms, automation is fine. Writing blog posts from prompts, agent is fine. So that's the mod we'll talk about today. AI agents are the evolution of automation. They don't just do tasks, they pursue goals intelligently. And that's what we'll look at in today's class. All right. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, agents are the evolution of automation. They don't just do tasks, they pursue goals intelligently.